Welcome back to Raised by Giants discussion. I'm your host, Ryder Lee. Welcome any moderators and channel members out there if you're watching on YouTube or X, or if you're listening on Spotify or Apple, or if you're listening to the replay, welcome to the show. All of my social media links are in the description. Facebook, Instagram, X are great ways to stay connected. Links to watch my documentaries, JFKX and The Clockwork Shining, on Amazon Prime and Tubi are also in the description. Still in the process of making my documentary, Psychic Agents, so keep a lookout for that in the coming months. Also, don't forget to check out Raised by Giants on Ground Zero Radio Plus with Clyde Lewis, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 11:30 a.m. and Saturday, 5 p.m. on the Ground Zero Radio Plus network. Link is in the description. With that down, we have with us today returning guest, the father of reverse speech analysis, David Oates. Welcome back to the show. It's good to see you again.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, the last time you were on, I think we went over Trump, some pastors. We did Virginia Giuffre. We did
okay.
Prince Andrew. Those were really interesting.
Okay.
So for people that aren't familiar, I know you're probably tired of explaining it every single show, but for people that aren't aware of who you are and the work that you do, could you explain it, please?
Right. Well, I think the best way to start is at the beginning. It goes right back to the old satanic messages in rock and roll days back in the 80s. And I started fiddling around with that in the early 80s. Then when I was playing records backwards, I accidentally found backward messages in human speech. And I've been researching that all my career. My basic theory is that language is bi-level, forwards as well as backwards. As the brain is constructing the sounds of speech, it's putting those sounds together in such a way that we're saying two things, one forwards and one backwards. And what I do for a living is I quite literally take human speech and run it in reverse. And once every 20, 30 seconds, you'll hear this clear phrase amongst the gibberish that I maintain is what we are thinking both on a conscious and an unconscious level. So it starts back in satanic messaging rock and roll days, and it progresses quite significantly since then. I'm the founder of the field. I'm the first person who ever discovered reversals in human speech. People were playing tapes backwards before I came along, but no one. I was the first person to find the speech, and I've developed the field and written the series, and here I am 43 years later still doing it. So that's it in a nutshell.
Well, I appreciate your work. I think that your work is incredible, and I think that more people need to get into this field because, if nothing else, it's very interesting. Even if you don't believe it, it's still very fascinating to me. Now, the last time you were on, we spoke briefly about Trump, and you felt through the reversals up until that point that Trump was a relatively good guy. The things that he would say forwards was the types of things that he would say backwards, but it was, I'm sure there was a few in there that was kind of, on the fence, right? But I'm curious to what's going on right now and his choice to basically bomb Iran and start this new Iranian war.
Oh boy, that's a mixed statement. Look, when the war started, I was basically a supporter of it. I thought America had no choice. But some of Trump's reversals and Hex's reversals on the war have left me dual-minded. He's not totally congruent. Why don't I look before we? Look, let's start with Trump. Hang on, let me go to where am I? Trump. So like if we play a simple reversal to start off with, here's the forwards.
It's been mass terror, and we're not going to put up with it any longer.
And here he says, I'd open a gun.
I'd open a gun. I'd open a gun. I'd open a gun.
Okay, that's nice and congruent. That's what he did. He went in with the guns and started blasting the place. Then I get a reversal like this, and I raise my eyebrows.
To the members of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the armed forces, and all of the police, I say tonight that you must lay down your weapons and have complete immunity, or in the alternative, face certain death. So, lay down your arms. You will be treated fairly.
But here he says, my deal was Satan.
My deal was Satan. My deal was Satan.
Yeah, so that gives me some. I go, well, what does he mean by that? Do you not trust his deal? But then he has a good one. He talks about Iran. Here's the forwards.
When we are finished, take over your government. It will be yours to take. This will be probably your only chance for generations.
And this is a good one. Get the joy.
Get the joy. Get the joy. Get the joy.
Well, yeah, and they were celebrating on the streets the night the Ayatollah was killed. So, okay, so let's look at some of the ones that really worry me. Let's look at Pete Hegseth. Here he is announcing the war.
For 47 long years, the expansionist and Islamist regime in Tehran has waged a savage, one-sided war against America. They didn't always declare it openly, except for their constant chants of death to America. They did it through the blood of our people.
And here he says, hate must smash this.
Hate must smash this.
Hate must smash this. Hate must smash this.
So hate, the word hate worries me. Hate must smash this. And the deal with Satan. I'm going, well, what on earth is happening here? Okay. Then we got a reversal just this week, actually, a couple of days ago, on Hegseth. Where is it? It's over. Yeah, here we go. All right.
DEI policies of today are not the same as what happened back then. They're dividing troops inside formations, causing commanders to walk on eggshells.
And here it says the battle was a massive con.
The battle was a massive con.
The battle was a massive con. The battle was a massive con.
Can you hear that one okay?
Yes, that one's loud and clear.
So, what's going on here? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Then we got someone Netanyahu, which are really concerning. Now let me just repeat. I was in favour of this war when it started. Okay, but
I bet people can't wait to hear Netanyahu on this one. Iran has said that they killed him.
Yes, well, he hasn't been seen for a few days either, has he? So the silence is deafening right now. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. So here's Netanyahu.
He said, we have to prevent Iran from getting nukes. As simple as that. He said that because he saw that as a clear and present danger to the security and well-being of the United States.
Here it says, I need the new bomb.
I need the new bomb.
I need the new bomb. I need the new bomb.
I need the new bomb. What is the new bomb that he needs? Then he says this. See, this is where I'm getting all sorts of question marks about this war. Hate smashed it. It's a massive con. Here's Netanyahu again, using the Satan word again.
Cuts through the chase, gets down to the main point, and it gets down to the main action that needs to be taken.
Give us Satan. Wow. Ooh, that's creepy. That's creepy. Yeah, so, I don't know what to tell you. The reversals on the war are not good. Now, I was making a comment on this on my Facebook page, and someone said, well, is war ever any good? And I had to say, well, no, I don't think it is. So maybe it's a commentary on war itself, But
Trump says the deal was Satan, and then Netanyahu here said Satan as well, and that he needs a new bomb.
That's exactly right. Oh, I know. It's scary. It really is. Here he praises Donald Trump. I don't know whether this is a good one or a bad one. I'll let you determine this.
So action had to be taken, and you needed a resolute president like Donald J. Trump to take that action.
His blood golden.
His blood golden. His blood golden. His blood golden.
I don't know whether that's good or bad. I'm not too sure how to interpret that. Is he putting Trump up on the throne?
Well, it seems like Trump is now a part of this family. Now he kind of got his way into that family, and it's really strange, David, because you got Netanyahu praising Trump, and then you also had Hillary Clinton praising Trump here recently during her Jeffrey Epstein deposition.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I've got
saying that Trump is his second term is the best term. They would have never have said this 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
No. It's very, very strange. So, seeing you talk about the Clintons, do you want to hear some reversals on the depositions?
Yes.
Here's a funny one. Okay, listen to what he's saying forwards.
Did you ever receive a massage or have physical contact from her or anyone else on that trip?
You've seen the pictures. There was one time when I was sitting up and I got a back rub, a neck rub.
There's one time when I was sitting up, I got a back rub and neck rub. But backwards, he says, I got to bang it.
I got to bang it. I got to bang it. I got to bang it.
That's typical Bill Clinton. Okay. That's just funny. And here he is again. He just one single word. Listen, here we go. Sorry, did I move too quickly off from the Iran war? You mentioned Clintons, and so I thought.
No, this is perfect. This is good.
Okay, so here he is using one word backwards.
I have to be honest with you. You know, I'll be 80 years old if I live to my next birthday. I don't remember everything that happened 24 years ago, but I do remember some things.
And he says baloney.
Baloney. Baloney. Baloney.
Just one word, and he will play this one too. This is a funny one.
And who asked you to write the letter?
I don't remember.
Would Miss Maxwell have asked you?
I don't know. I think someone on my staff.
Remember what I want.
Remember what I want. Remember what I want. Remember what I want.
So he has a very selective memory, Bill Clinton. Remembers what he wants.
But yet he can get paid like $10 million to write a memoir.
On his
make all his money off of a memoir, but he can't remember anything that happened between him and Jeffrey Epstein.
No, nothing. Of course he can't. These people are so transparent. I mean, I just don't get it. They're just so transparent. Here's Hillary Clinton in her deposition.
Most people are not going to look at the video. They're not going to read the transcript, but they will follow a live public hearing.
The deal with a con.
The deal with a con. The deal with a con.
The deal with a con.
She's conning. She's not saying the truth, you know. And here she calls herself a snake.
So I think it actually enhances the work that those of us who've been privileged to serve are doing and can do.
Was a snake.
What's a snake?
What's a snake? What's a snake?
And there you go. That's Clinton's in the deposition, lying through their teeth. Bill Clinton, yeah, he got a back rub and a neck rub and a whole lot of other stuff as well, as his reversals say, unfortunately.
You would think that his lawyer would be like, don't say any of that. Like, if you're going to say you don't remember, just say you don't remember anything. Like, why are you? It almost seems like he's incriminated himself.
Yeah, I know. These people are crazy. I just don't get how they ever got into power, some of these people. But anyway, they did, and reversals are shocking. They So, look, I praised Trump last time. I know I did, but some of his reversals just lately have really concerned me. Like, there's this one here. That's I just saw it when I was scrolling through. Where did I see that? Not the State of the Union. Oh yeah, this one here. Okay, here we go.
Now, after less than 12 months in office, I'm back in Michigan to report to you on the strongest and fastest economic turnaround in our country's history. It's really been historic. There's never been.
And it says, be gross and abusive.
Gross and abusive.
Gross and abusive. Gross and abusive.
So I don't know, that raises some questions for me. And, there's a few other reversals that have raised questions for me too. So, look, I don't know. Look, I go with where the reversals take me. I really have, politically, I'm really fairly neutral in what I believe. I mean, I believe Trump was a good choice for president based on his reversals. But, and some of them, there's one here I'm trying to find. Can't see it at the top of my head. Well, he can't. Okay, like this one here. Here's a really good one on Trump.
I made a nice speech, one big crowd. I said, and it's all over town. Look at all that press. Look at all of them.
And he says, serve that Lord of the Light.
Serve that Lord of the Light.
Serve that Lord of the Light. Serve that Lord of the Light.
So, that's a good one. You assume the Lord of the Light is Christ. But then you get reversals like this one that makes me doubt.
But he paid the biggest price of any senator ever to run for the Senate. I don't think anybody's ever what he did. He was a real hero, a really great person.
Oh, hang on. He might be talking about the senator.
And he's running, and I hope that everybody gets out and votes for Sam Brown.
Liar, massive scum.
Liar, massive scum.
Liar, massive scum. Liar, massive scum.
Oh, there you go. Then you get reversals like that. And I just say, well, I don't know what's going on with Trump, basically.
I'm very conflicted within his own speech. Do you have any on Kash Patel? You done any on Kash Patel?
Yeah, I surely have. Let's get Kash Patel up. I try to cover all the big names. It's a lot of work doing all this stuff, but I tend to get most of it.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things going on with Kash Patel and Pam Bondi as well, with them saying that there wasn't any Epstein files, there was nothing to it, and then all of a sudden there is Epstein files, and then we're getting the files. So I feel like their reversals is going to be pretty crazy, because they were obviously lying through a lot of it. And that Senate hearing that Bondi did, that one's got to be crazy.
Yeah, well, I've got that one too. Here's Patel. I'll play a couple on Patel.
Let's just get to it, because I know it's on people's minds. Epstein, right? The reason people are pissed off about that is the same thing, right? 20 years ago, or whenever it was, 2006, 7, 8, Epstein gets his sweetheart plea deal, right?
I have mess. Mess is it.
Yes, miss. Miss is it.
Yes, miss.
Not I have, just have mess. Sorry, I misquoted. Here we go. Oh, play it again.
6, 7, 8, Epstein gets his sweetheart plea deal, right? Yes, miss. Miss is it.
Yes, miss. Miss is it.
Mess, chaos, problems, issues. It's a big mess. And when he talks about the Epstein files, and here we are still talking about the Epstein files.
And the media spins up about it. Many in the media protected him. Why? Because of his relationships, who he knew, who his bankers were.
Say demon.
Say demon.
Say demon. Say demon.
And that worries me too. A whole lot of things worry me about this whole thing. And look, like I said, I've got no stake in the American political game. I'm in Australia. I don't vote for Republicans or Democrats, and I've sided with both throughout my career. And when Trump came into office a few months ago, when it was a year and a half ago now, I was pleased. I thought, great, we need him. And but I'm having second thoughts. I don't know what to tell you.
You and a lot of other people are having second thoughts.
Yeah, well, the reversals are shifting. They're not good like I thought they were. So let's have a look. Oh, well, here's Pam Bondi. Listen to this one.
As personnel matters, I think we all are committed to working together now to make America safe again, and that's what we're doing.
MAGA face the crime again.
And I guess the crime again.
And I guess the crime again. That one's clear.
And I guess the crime again.
Well, you could interpret that one two ways. MAGA, Make America Great Again, is fighting crime, or MAGA, America Great Again, is into crime, you know. But then you see this one here, which is a nasty one.
Todd Blanche, Emil Bovey, Kash Patel, soon to be Terry Cole.
See the noose.
Steven Noose. Steven Noose. Steven Noose.
Yeah, and here she talks about releasing the Epstein files.
And every night should have the same minute missing, so we're looking for that video to release that.
Then a mess.
And a mess.
And a mess. And a mess.
So there's a mess. The whole Epstein files are a big mess. I don't think they've all come out yet. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but clearly, based on these reversals they're worried, okay? And they're not being as honest and as up forth as what I thought they were when they first came into power. So.
I mean, bring the news. That's a really interesting one because the people that she mentioned are kind of being hung in the court of public opinion.
That's true. Yes. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Yes, it's tricky.
Pam Bondi in the courtroom when she's in that.
You know what? Actually, I don't think I do have that one. Let me have a look at my. That was this year, wasn't it? Let me look at.
Yeah, that was like last month.
Oh, hang on. What have I got here? Oh yeah, here we go.
She's talking about the Dow. Well, the Dow is over 50,000. Why are we talking about Epstein when the Dow is over 50,000?
Yeah. Okay, here she is. I think this is where she's testifying.
Yes.
What's funny about this?
Chairman, you know what the answer is? And I think I understand why the Attorney General does not want to answer the question. Because you eliminated the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team last year. So I understand why you don't want to tell the American people who works there.
Oh, I think this verse is on this guy. Sorry. Who will beat the crime we lost?
Who will beat the crime we lost?
Oh, yeah.
Who will beat the crime we lost?
That's not the one you're looking for. Okay, let's try this one.
Is that this has been the most transparent presidency. He's the one that asked that those files.
Let me claim my time. I got your answer.
Target. Now we'll see.
Now we'll see.
Oh, well, I guess Trump's become a target in the Epstein file. The only thing I can think of. And I got one more on Pam Bondi.
From all the great things Donald Trump has done, there is no evidence that Donald Trump has committed a crime.
They personalize it. Oh, yeah, well, that makes sense.
They personalized it.
They personalized it. They personalized it.
Well, they did. That's Trump derangement syndrome, that is. Since they personalized it, they took it to heart. But, there's nothing sort of too bad there. So.
Yeah, Bondi doesn't sound that bad.
No, she didn't sound that bad at all, actually, on that one. Here's J.D. Vance.
To try to make it impossible for the President of the United States to do what the American people elected him to do.
The crime lethal.
Very lethal.
Very lethal. Very lethal.
Yeah, well, I guess crime is lethal. There's nothing wrong with that one. That one's sort of pretty benign. What else have I got here from this year? Marco Rubio, of course. Marco Rubio. Okay, let's get down to some apocalyptic type reversals.
Yeah.
Marco Rubio. Okay, here he is talking about the war.
On the leadership compound, the missile forces in the south and in the north, for that matter, had already been activated to launch. In fact, those had already been pre-positioned.
He says, her lamb by the throne.
Heard I'm either throwing.
Heard I'm either throwing. Heard I'm either throwing.
That's straight out of the book of Revelation. That is the Lamb of God sitting on the throne. And then now he appears to make a reference to the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
That is what they were trying to do, is put themselves in a place of immunity where the damage they could inflict on the region would be so high that no one can do anything about their nuclear program or their nuclear ambitions.
Our horse evil.
Our horse evil.
Our horse evil. Our horse evil.
Horse? What horse? Horseman of the apocalypse, the Lamb by the throne, and then we've got this one. I mean, I don't know what all these mean. I really don't know that they're worrying.
The next phase will be even more punishing on Iran than it is right now. Someone was screaming, how long will it take? I don't know how long it'll take. We have objectives.
Why now Satan? There it is, the third time we've heard this in reference to the war. Why now Satan?
Why now Satan?
Why now Satan? Why now Satan?
So, I don't know. These reversals worry me. They really do. I think we're headed for a big mess in Iran. I mean, I don't think it's going to end cleanly like Trump said it was going to. These are not good reversals at all.
Iran is a huge country. It's really big, and I think that Trump got in over his head on this entire thing, and he thought that he can go in there and take care of it really quick. I mean, Iran is the most mountainous, one of the most mountainous countries. There's the reason that Iran has not been taken over in like 6,000 years. It's like a fortress, okay? So it's like he got us involved in something that is unwinnable.
Yeah.
Or you're thinking, what is the real strategic move here? If there is even a strategic move. And then he gets on at a press conference and says that a reporter asked him, you know, what is the reason why we bombed Iran? Why did we even start this war? And he says this out of his mouth, David. He says, out of habit.
We don't need oil. We have all the oil we need for ourselves. It's one of the great assets that we have. We have more than double what anybody else in terms of oil production. We're at more than double any other country. So we don't need it, but we did it. It's almost, you could say we did it out of habit, which is not a good thing to do. But we did it because we have some good allies there. We have some great Middle Eastern countries there, Israel there.
Wow. Yeah, like I said, I got whole second thoughts about this, and I was in favor of it when it started. I thought, you know, Iran can't have nukes or sponsor terrorism. But it's not what's happening, unfortunately. It's yeah, so we'll have to wait and see, I guess. But I'm not seeing a good outcome in all of this. What else have I got here on the war? I think that's about it on the war. Look, I just got this up. It's sad of topic. This is Tim Walls talking about the riots in Minneapolis. Not riots, whatever you call it, protests.
There's nothing more important than Minnesotan safety. I've issued a warning order to prepare the Minnesota National Guard. We have soldiers in training and prepared to be deployed if necessary.
He says, God won't shine at us.
God won't shine at us.
God won't shine at us. God won't shine at us.
You know, look, I should make a comment on a lot of these spiritual references. I get asked about it every now and then. How can we get God and Satan in reverse so often? And I don't really know. I mean, I honestly don't know. I mean, I believe in good and evil, light and dark, if it's a reflection of that. I don't know if I believe in a literal Satan, but he certainly seems to have a big say in reverse speech, you know, and especially when you look at evil, dark deeds, you'll get that Satan metaphor up, you know, whether it's a metaphor or whether it's fact. God comes up in reverse speech a lot. I've got a lot of reversals about God. Of course, that's a very basic human foundational belief, you know. So, but God won't shine at us. God won't look favorably on us. Yeah. I hear someone, Christy Nome, who just got fired, or she resigned, depends on who you talk to. And, let's see what she's talking about.
A majority of the aliens that were arrested by Immigrations and Customs Enforcement have a criminal record.
This terror with us.
There's terror with us.
Oh, there's terror with us. Sorry, there's terror with us.
There's terror with us.
There's terror with us. There's terror with us.
Yeah, well, okay. Terror could be the aliens they're trying to round up, or it could be them. It's you just don't know which way to call it, do you? But, just look for administration. I was in favour of when they were elected in. I'm really having second thoughts, and it's not based on their actions; it's based on reversals I'm seeing. Okay, so that's all
Do you
I
have
can
any
say.
others on Christy Nome?
Christy Nome, yeah, here's another one.
Have a criminal record and have been charged with or convicted of secondary crimes in addition to their initial crime of being in the United States illegally.
Our caution.
Our caution.
Our caution. Our caution.
Yeah, well, she's being cautious, I guess. This is here's one. I think a couple of days before she was fired.
We've reached the lowest levels ever recorded in U.S. Customs and Border Protection's history. In President Trump's first year, total Border Patrol apprehensions along the southwest border were less than the average of a single month under the Biden administration.
In that cellar, weird ops.
In the cellar, weird ops.
In the cellar, weird ops.
In the cellar. The cellar is a metaphor for the shadow self, the dark deeds. Like in the cellar is deeds that she doesn't want shown, and weird ops being checked out, looked at, spied on. So there's something dark going on with Christy Nome is all I can say. What that is, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Who else you want?
You have any on Erica Kirk?
I was just looking at her right then. Yes, I was. Okay, here we go. This is from an interview she gave a couple months after Charlie died.
I wasn't up there for anyone else but for the Lord and my husband.
Drool with it.
Girl with it.
Girl with it. Girl with it.
Drool with it. She's drooling over it. And then she says this.
When we got married, he was a little libertarian on some points. Forgive me if I don't have them off the top of my head, but
want a fame bigger.
Want a fame bigger.
Want a fame bigger. Want a fame bigger.
So you got drool with it. She's loving the attention. She's drooling all over it. She wants fame bigger. She wants to grow even larger still. And then she says this.
And I know, again, we don't agree on a lot of things, but we can agree on how to disagree.
Live the dollar.
Yes, that a lot.
Yes, that a lot. Yes, that a lot.
She wants money. Yeah, you can tell that by her rings and her bracelets and the everything she wears. She's into wealth and prosperity, and that's what she wants out of this whole thing. Oh, hang on, let's play this one.
Your generation is living at a crossroads.
Oh, well, we're playing this one, sorry.
And you are living in one of the most defining moments in American history.
Talk with that evil.
Talk that I handle. Talk that I handle.
Talk that I handle.
Yeah, that's a little bit unclear, that one. So, sorry about that. Here she's talking about her mother.
I grew up with a mother who is an entrepreneur. It was her and I. My parents got divorced when I was very young, when I was 5.
Mama felt Pharisee.
Mama felt Pharisee.
Mama felt Pharisee.
That's clear.
Mama felt Pharisee.
She's calling herself a Pharisee, and Mum saw that she was a Pharisee. She wants the fame. She's drooling over all the intentions. She wants money. She's two-faced. That's why she says Pharisee, and she's talking with evil. That does not bode well at all for Erica Kirk. Now, you look at Charlie Kirk, and you see a whole different thing altogether. Like here's, where's the one I'm looking for? This one. This is a great one. This is Charlie Kirk on one of his rallies.
Okay, so can we go back to the original question with college being a scam? Though?
Yeah, but that's part of the point. Is that if you're borrowing money,
but not just actuaries, not just.
And it says, "Let's stand up. We'll fight." Great reversal. Nice and congruent, you know. And here he is, very congruent. He talks about a football team.
You guys could say that, but I agree with it 100%. We don't like the Huskies at all around here. All right.
We don't like the Huskies at all around here. And he says, they are the badass.
They are the badasses.
They are the badasses. They are the badasses.
Now, they're normal reversals, okay? They're normal, straightforward reversals, the type of thing you'd expect. So, he's a good guy, basically, is what I found out from all his reversals. Look, when they get really weird and out there, you're looking at someone with some weird mentality going on, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like that with Erica Kirk. It seems like that's what the entire thing has been about, is more money. She's not really interested in finding out any more information about Charlie Kirk's assassination. She's just there to take over the company and bring in more money. I mean, there's a video of a Zoom conference call that she did like very soon after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, where she's talking about how much merch that they've sold and that they got all these orders for all these different hats. And I'm like, what is really going on here? Like, why is she putting Charlie on the back burner and then just, pushing forward with it? Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, if your husband or if your wife was just assassinated, I don't think that this is the way that you should act.
I absolutely agree. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Yeah, and her reversals aren't good at all. They're just really, really... I mean, look, here's another one. Here's another dark one on Erica. I just saw this. This is on, I think, a couple of days after he... Oh, this is the day after he died.
I honestly have no idea what any of this means. I know that God does, but I don't.
The dark heaven has names.
The dark heaven has names.
The dark heaven has names. The dark heaven has names.
The dark heaven. What's the dark heaven? As she looks up to the sky, to God, she says, the dark heaven has... I don't know what the has names means, but it's not looking at a nice, wonderful thing. It's not good at all. Not good. Oh, look, here's Netanyahu talking about Erica.
Charlie Kirk was a giant, a once-in-a-century talent who defended freedom, defended America, defended our common Judeo-Christian civilization.
Not Erica, sorry, I saw the reversal. Her crime, her, H-E-R, her crime, what an effort.
What an effort. What an effort.
So as you can see, these are not good reversals at all on Erica Kirk and Charlie Kirk. I mean, what was the crime? What's he talking about? I don't know. Not good.
Wow, that one's crazy. Her crime. Oh man, because that's what people have, kind of been thinking. Like she was involved in some kind of way, and the whole point was for her to take over the organization and take over the company and replace Charlie Kirk and then become president or become vice president, because that's what Charlie Kirk was. That was his trajectory. That's where he was going. He was trying to get to the point where he could run for president of the United States. That's what a lot of people said that knew him, was like, you're going to be president someday.
Yeah.
Okay. So it seems like whatever happened to Charlie was done on purpose to then install Erica, which Erica has absolutely no idea what she's doing. I mean, I don't understand how they can expect her to be able to fill this position. Like, why did they not pick somebody else that was more well equipped to handle this multi-million-dollar company? And now I don't even understand what TPUSA's role actually is. I don't understand what it is that they're actually doing now, because without Charlie, that was basically their entire thing. Their podcast is nothing. Do they just do halftime? Do they just run shows and concerts and alternative halftime shows now. Like, I don't understand what it is that their role is and what they actually do as a corporation, because their entire thing revolved around Charlie going to these campuses to put on these events to have debates with college students. No one is doing that now.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what the point of the company is now.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I got no reversals that suggest Erica Kirk was involved in Charlie's murder. I've got no reversals that suggest that. But I can tell you she's not in a good place now. Her motives aren't the same as Charlie's were, who says, let's stand up and fight. Erica says, what will they get? Money and fame. So, and so they're just, oh, look at this one. This is on Charlie's memorial. Oh my God, listen to this.
But there was something else too. Even in death, I could see the man that I love.
And she says, name the beast.
Name the beast.
Name the beast. Name the beast.
That's not good. That's not good at all. Not at all. And then she says this one. Oh, this is even worse.
Because his love for me drove me to be a better wife. Every day he honored me, and I prayed that I could be the wife that God needed me to be for my husband.
Live the harm, I feed the scheme within God.
Snips the hammer, feed the steam, didn't dog.
Snips the hammer, feed the steam, didn't dog.
Once more.
Snips the hammer, feed the steam, didn't dog.
Scheme, con, scam, harm. Name the beast. Here's another one. Gee, they just get worse and worse. I'm just seeing them as I scroll down.
I saw the one single gray hair on the side of his head, which I never told him about. Now he knows. Sorry, baby, telling you now, but never told him.
Divine, we lost.
Divine, we lost.
Divine, we lost. Divine, we lost.
Can you hear that? A little bit weak. Reversals, a bit faint on that one. Sorry about that. But no, none of these are good reversals. When Charlie died, they lost the divine. They lost their drives. They lost their direction. And now it's all fame and money. And name the beast. That's not good either. And that's consistent, though, with everything I'm finding on churches and Christianity and religion. I've been doing a lot of research on that in the last few weeks, and the reversals are just horrible. They're just shocking reversals. Right.
Of pastors and preachers?
Yeah. I play a couple. How much time do we have left?
About 15 minutes.
Sorry? How long?
Got about 15 minutes.
Okay, all right. Where's the one I'm looking for? Oh, well, they're on all of them. Okay, here's a chap. He's on the top 10 of list of the greatest pastors in the United States. I actually went down the list of the top 10. Here's a guy called Steve Furtick. Never heard of him. Furtick.
It's just an amazing thing to see. Just to watch you worship God. And I look around, I'm like, oh, look, this is so sweet, so beautiful.
And he says, hug the soul, we follow Satan.
Hug Mr. Wisnow, what's this? Hug Mr. Wisnow, what's this? Hug Mr. Wisnow, what's this?
You hear that? That's scary. Hug your soul, protect it, because we follow Satan. And these are the type of reversals I've been getting on pastors. Just really scary stuff. Right.
Let's hear some more.
Okay. Let me find the Satan ones. Okay. We're looking at Pastor. Okay, here we go. Here's Pastor Adrian Rogers.
Would you take God's word and be finding 1 John? That's back near the book of the Revelation. And you now fib.
And you now fib.
And you now fib.
And you now fib. And you now fib.
Yeah, he's lying, and you now fib. He's not being nice at all. Here's a guy called Alistair Begg on the top 10.
Thou hast taught me to say. In the original version, it is, thou hast taught me to know.
Our Satan serve, want to do it.
Thou hast it and serve. One is the rate.
Thou hast it and serve. One is the rate. Thou hast it and serve. One is the rate.
Worshipping Satan. Here he calls himself a Pharisee.
And then he was just banking it off the thing all the time, hitting the rim again and again and again. And we go, we love this guy. He's terrific. He takes one foot out of his mouth so he can put his other foot in his mouth.
He says, you Pharisee.
You Pharisee.
You Pharisee. You Pharisee.
So that's the second time I've heard Pharisee. Look, here's another one. Look, they're just everywhere. It's just everywhere.
In the book of Revelation, the word church is found in the first 3 chapters 19 times. When you get to chapter 4 and you go from 4 to 18, it's not found one single time.
Okay, the subtitle on this is wrong. So don't read the subtitle. It actually says, we'll miss, now I've found Satan.
Goodness, no, I've found Satan. Goodness, no, I've found Satan. Goodness, no, I've found Satan.
I mean, how do you even react to reversals like that on the top 10 pastors in America? I just don't even know how to. Here, look, listen to this one. The mark in me healthy. Reverse speech talks about the mark of the beast. And it says the mark has been here for a long, long time. We're all carrying it. It's not something yet to come.
And on and on. There's 20 verses. I could read them all to you, one after the other. What do they all say? They all say Jesus is coming back. Our task is to be looking for him to come at any moment.
That mark in me healthy.
That mark in me healthy.
That mark in me healthy. That mark in me healthy.
I mean, I can just play over and I can just play more and more and more and more. They're just so bad. I mean, look, here's Franklin Graham, Billy Graham's son.
I just want you to consider what God is saying in his word. Girls in it.
This is gross, Satan, yes.
Girls in it, yes.
Girls in it, yes. Girls in it, yes.
So if you're a Christian out there listening to these reversals, you need to ask yourself a serious question. What is running the Christian church? Who are they indeed serving? I've actually got a reversal that answers that question. You're not going to like it, but here it is.
Play it, because it almost seems like that is what it is, that they're secretly worshiping Satan while pretending that they're worshiping Jesus.
That's exactly what these reversals are telling me. Here's the head of the Church of Christ.
And make it possible for a white police officer, Darren Wilson, a white police officer in the streets of Ferguson, Missouri, or in the case of Eric Garner in New York, or in the case of George Floyd in Minneapolis.
Who says our God is Satan. I mean, what do you say? What do you say when you hear a reversal like that? I have no words. I have no words. And look, here's I got so many bad ones. Here is, I'll just play one reverse on this guy. Here's the head, Reverend Mike Curry of the Episcopalian Church, speaking with great passion.
Stay with me now. I want you to know I went to seminary. Pentecost becomes the extension of the incarnation. All right? I think I'm on solid theological ground there. That when that happens, a new world is coming into being, a new reality, because the Jesus who is born is the Jesus who said, blessed are the poor.
And here he says, blanket, it's a lie.
Suck it, it's a lie. Suck it, it's a lie. Suck it,
You know, I just let the reversals speak for themselves. I really don't have to make any commentary. They all talk for themselves. It's the Christian church has been taken over by Satan. That's all I can say. It's really all I can say.
I mean, I would argue, David, that it has always been Satan, that they have always been worshiping Satan from the very beginning.
Well, you look at the history of Christendom over the centuries: murder, death, wars, killing. I mean, the history is not good.
It's really not, and it seems like with some of these pastors, it's a mixture of money and fame, but also the worshiping of Satan, because Satan comes up in a lot of them. But it almost seems like a mixture of the Erica Kirk reversals as well, where she wants that fame and she wants more money, and they're getting up there and they're just saying a bunch of word salad, telling people what they want to hear. I mean, how many church sermons can you hear until you've heard the same thing over and over and over again? I mean, the Bible is not a gigantic book. Okay, there's only so many times that you can keep preaching and saying the same thing over and over and over again. And they don't allow you to look at any books outside of the Bible to reference other things of the Bible. It's down to this one specific doctrine. You can't even look at the Nag Hammadi scriptures. You can't look at anything outside of this purview of what has been deemed appropriate for Christians to read. Okay, so it's just a regurgitation. They just get up there, a new face gets up there, and they say all the things that people have heard 100 times. This is why churches are failing and why they're not popular and why nobody goes.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. It's all in their reversals. Yeah, it's I don't know how to change it. I mean, I don't know how to change it. The church is it's got its roots so down deep, you'll never get rid of it, and certainly they will never accept that they're following Satan. So where are you left with? You know, here's John MacArthur. I think he's number 2 on the list of top American pastors. Oh no, this guy's number 1. Sorry.
These things speak and exhort and reprove with all authority, not just authority, all authority. That is to say, authority that is comprehensive, authority that is unassailable.
Heed offer law, heed offer Satan.
Hear oath the law, hear oath the Satan.
Oh, that's Satan. Strange pronunciation.
Hear oath the law, hear oath the Satan. Hear oath the law, hear oath the Satan.
Not teaching grace or the love of God, he's teaching the law, the commandments. Got to do this, got to do that, got to do this. So, which is where Christianity has gone completely wrong. They're following the law, not Jesus. Unfortunately. Yeah, these reversals, it's well on Hegseth and Trump and all these evangelists that I've been doing over the last month, they've really left me feeling quite unsettled. My stomach's churning inside of these things. It's the world out there is so bad and so evil and just run by demons. I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know what to say. It's not a good world out there.
Have you ever gotten any reversals that seem to predict the future, like one that you could go back to that was like that happened before that you got it and you didn't really know what was going on because the event or the thing hadn't happened yet, so it was like a clue into what was going to happen in the future? Any off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head, I can't find them off the top of my head. Yes, there's been quite a few. Like let me pull one up really quick if I can. This is one I found a couple months before 911. Where is it? Here we go. This is found on. This is audio only. This one. This is found on an Australian client.
So I said that I will be an opener of souls and made the most credible feeling of my my heart chakra just bursting wide open.
And here it says, soon plan evil on America.
Soon plan evil on America.
Soon plan evil on America. Soon plan evil on America.
So I found I found that one a couple months before 9/11. I got a whole file of premonitions. I'll just see if I can put my hands off the top of my head. Trouble is, I file these things in the year that I. Oh, here we go. Premonition. I knew I'd find it. Where? Okay. Oh, here's Bill Clinton at the start of his second term.
In the last 4 years, we've made remarkable progress, but in our schools, our families, our workplaces, and our communities, our journey is not done.
He says, the world will come to damn you.
Will come to damn you. Will come to damn you. Will come to damn you.
Which is, of course, exactly what happened. But this one here I'm about to play is probably my best example. This one here. This is, you can do a video on this because I want to point out on the body language. This is JFK giving his inaugural address. Now I want you to notice LBJ right over there, watching closely as he moves, because he moves right at the reversal. Okay, here we go.
Proud of our ancient heritage and unwilling to witness or permit the slow undoing of those human rights to which this nation has always been committed and to which we are committed today at home and around the world.
And he moves right at the point JFK says backwards, head is hitting the car, which is a premonition of his own death. Head is hitting the car. And watch LBJ. He moves right at the reversal. That's incredible stuff, isn't it? So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. So so I've got quite a few premonitions, actually. Yes, I do. Yeah.
Do you have any that hasn't happened yet? Like some that you have found now that you think that are interesting that you don't really know what they are because the event or the thing hasn't happened?
Well, I've got several reversals talking about a world war. Let me see if I can pull them up really quick. Where's my war file? Where did I save them?
Whip out the war file.
I'm looking for the war file. Oh, gee. Now I can't see it. Hang on. Where is it here? Well, how annoying. Yes, I've got a whole reversals about a world war coming up. Oh, hang on. Here it is. Okay. Where are we? Here's one that happened just before just before COVID.
Was very much a control freak in that sense, and she felt very powerless and also very suppressed, like I did. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I thought she would say. Then I spoke to my brother next.
Southern USA.
Southern USA.
Southern USA.
That was just before COVID hit. All right, here's some war reversals. Here's one talking, there's dark wars in the air.
Come through and really wants to finish that
This is on a client.
project with me, or whether he wants to go his own way on his own projects. So
There's dark wars in the air.
there's dark wars in the air. There's dark wars in the air.
This is on clients.
There's dark wars in the air.
Here's one here.
No.
Yeah, I'll just play the reversal. Tell the army, seek the war.
Tell the army, seek the war. Tell the army, seek the war.
Tell the army, seek the war.
And then I got reversals like this. It says World War.
World War.
World War. World War.
This one's probably already coming through. This one says you'll feel the rot, USA.
Yes, USA.
Oh, hang on, no. Hang on. Let's play it again.
Help.
Oh, yeah?
The things that you've done already, I honestly.
Oh, all right. That's not a good audio. You feel rot, USA.
Yep. No, yeah, hey.
Oh, that's not a very good reversal. Sorry, forget that one. Here we have a client. Where are we?
Businesses or franchise, they do tax returns as
That's a guy in Texas in the last year.
franchises, H&R Block and things like that.
And he says, "Help me go bomb shelter."
Bomb shelters.
Bomb shelters. So why is he saying bomb shelters in Dallas? I don't know. And there's this one here, got a big war.
To reset your soul. But, David, I was going to tell you too.
Got a big
Big
war.
war.
Here we go.
Got a big war. Got a big war. Got a big war.
Yeah. I don't know, that could be the Iran war, but I got reversals about World War and armies and bomb shelters. So they're reversals I found that haven't come true yet, at least in America. Certainly they might have in Israel or Iran. But I'm worried. I'm concerned. I've got myself prepared. I've ready to hit the road with food and provisions if anything happens. I mean, I don't know. Let's say Australia and New Zealand will be the two countries that will survive a Holocaust. So I'm in Australia, so we'll see. Yeah.
Do you think that that's true, that Australia and New Zealand?
That's what they say. Mostly. Although we got a submarine shipyards in my town of Adelaide, so that makes it a nuclear target. Anyway.
Well, let's hope that it doesn't happen. But it seems like that. I mean, everyone's been talking about it. That's the thing with world wars is that World War I wasn't called World War I until the Second World War. The Second World War wasn't called the Second World War until like midway through the Second World War. So it seems like we are in the beginning of World War III. It's just not called World War III right now.
I would have to agree that you are correct. That's what I think too. Yeah.
Well, David, thanks so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. Incredible, amazing reversals. Thanks for your time this evening. Can you let people know where they can find you? Plug your website, plug your channel, plug your social medias.
Yeah, go to my website is reversespeech.com. That's reverse, R-E-V-A-E-R-S-E, speech, S-P-E-E-C-H. If you want to follow me, though, I'm very active on my Facebook page. Just go to Facebook, david.oates.7509. And I post several times a day. I'm very active. So all my latest reversals and all my work goes on Facebook. I've written lots of books. My latest book is called Reverse Speech, Fulfillment of Prophecy. It's a book that follows prophetic trends throughout history, and claiming that duality of language has been present in prophecy since the very beginning. That's my latest book. It's just come out. You can get that from Amazon. Okay. That's it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. The links to David's information is in the description of this video. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to hit the thumbs up button to help the channel and the algorithm. Share, subscribe, hit the bell icon as well for notifications. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.